Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow, because we discuss socially relevant things mixed with a splash of humor. If you know you have tissue paper feelings, this probably isn't the channel for you. However, since you're here, I just need for you to do two things. Hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and turn on that little bell so that you get the notification every single time that I go live or upload something new. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Marie, I love you guys every night. Hey Queen Brown Eyes. Celeste Joe said, yes, I made a Facebook Live. Hey, Kimberly Dooley. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. What's up, Kia? Where he been? He must have just got released from someplace. My girl, Les, Donna Brown, Monquetta, Chantel, Phenomenal Woman, Nick. Hey, girl, hey. Corey Grant, Asia Standifer, Lakeisha Russell, Shanita. Hey, Kimberline, VJ, that's Valicia. Lena, is that Lena? Tracy D, Tiffany Henderson. Kimberly Keaton, hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey, what's up, DB Lorenzo? Hey, Tanny Joy. Did you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button? Hey, Katie, hey, Kim Tyler, LaTracy Blount. Hey girl, hey. Hey, Renee Williams. Hey, girl. Hey, good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. I put this do-rag on because, you know, I got all this new growth and stuff. So I need to, and I'm getting my hair cut. Thank you, AJ. Always hit the like button. But I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. So, you know, I got all this new growth and stuff sprouting up. So I just figured, you know, I go ahead and tie it down because, you know, I don't want it to, you know, the hair to be all in my face and stuff. What's up, Chef Darian? Hey, Mecca Blackshear. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Latoya Gould? So listen, I posted some merchandise today. This came from Sir Terrence Jr. And Carlton wore, oh God, what's the name of the other one? Beyond Stigma. He wore that one yesterday. So I told you guys that we have some people that are coming in. Oh, wearing that So Much to Say sweatshirt today. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. But you know, some of the Honest Hour products have already started coming in. And so we've already started using the product. We've already started looking at it and wearing it, obviously. And so I just figured I would go ahead and post it. And hopefully, you know, you all will. Beyond Black Stigma. That's what it's called. Carlton had on the Beyond Black Stigma. And I had on this one. This is by Sir Terrence II. And so it's Black History is American History. But he sent us an assortment as well as Mecca. So hopefully you guys will be able to support those businesses, those Black-owned businesses. Hey, girl, hey. I just figured I wanted to come on here and say hello to you guys before the T.S. Madison Experience airs tonight. I have a Patreon video that I'm going to be uploading for you guys as well. My intention was to be here at the house to upload it sooner than now, but clearly I am just getting to the house. So I've been running around all day today. What you say, Sophia? All day. That's that line from Color Purple. All day. So anyway, it just took me a minute to get to the house. And so I wanted to have this uploaded for you, but I'm sorry, it'll be up here tonight. But at any rate, you hinted that tonight's episode is going to be good. Oh, you were just about to ask where you can purchase the hoodie? Okay, so yeah, so he's in here. He's in the comments. His Instagram is Sir Terrence II. I don't know if he has a website or not. Otherwise, I would have put it up here. But this will be featured on the Honest Hour on March 27th, Saturday, March 27th. And so, yes, Rita, we are live. Sit down somewhere. Sit down, Rita. Oh, Alicia says she wants to gift a book. Speaking of books, I've already shipped out your orders. Those orders that came in yesterday and today, they went out today. That's another reason why I'm just getting to the house. Alicia, hey girl, hey. She said she wanted to gift a book, or she wanted to gift some books, plural. Hey, Angela Twyman. Hey, girl. Hey, greetings and salutations are over. Have a seat. Have a seat. Make sure, can someone get the Zelle, Craig? Ignore me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that, niece. I'm never ignoring you when you're trying to send a Zelle. Amen. Okay, here it is right here, Alicia. Alicia, there it is right there. It's booktherewriter@gmail.com. Booktherewriter@gmail.com. But today I went to the gym and I had a bunch of running around to do today. Thank you, Jelani. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So look, today it was so cold and rainy. But then what happened was the weather changed. It ended up being about 70 degrees today and the sun came out. That's the GoPro. You know, this is what I'll be putting all my footage on, like when I'm videoing and stuff. So this is when it's in the car. But okay, so Sir Terrence, this is his sweatshirt. So he's on Instagram is Sir Terrence Jr. It's right there. If you like, but he has other sweatshirts as well. He has other verbiage on his sweatshirts, and he's saying that you guys will get a $5 discount. Now I don't know how he gonna know who gets the discount or not, but anyway, go ahead and DM him. Go ahead and DM him over on Instagram, niece. But yeah, so it was supposed to be it was like a storm and stuff today. Tierra Camille, sit down, niece. We're already done with the greetings and salutations. So those of you that are supposed to be in the GED section, sit down. Yes, Miss Rhonda, it ended up being very nice today. Are you in Atlanta? Tamoria said, I am ready for this new episode. What's up, Ewing? Tamoria said, I am ready for this new episode tonight. I'm ready for it too. I can't wait to see it. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, like you never want me to say your name, but you know who you are. My Leo friend, my Leo lady friend. Thank you, Leo lady. Okay, so Sir Terrence said, if you want a sweatshirt and you want to purchase the sweatshirts, just message him, just DM him on Instagram, and then just mention that, you know, you get a $5 discount. Mecca says she's getting followers because of the post that I did today. Well, good. Hopefully it will turn into some sales. Amen. Amen. Because we all about supporting Black-owned businesses that are that do business well. That do business well. Now I want to talk about this Asian thing real quick before I jump off here, because you know we got to watch the T.S. Madison Experience at 10 o'clock. That's in 35 minutes. But I want to say this. So. And hear me when I say this, so don't go misconstrue. The word is misconstrue, not misconstrue. It's not misconstrue, it's misconstrue, okay? Because you know, Black folks love to mess that word up, misconstrue. But at any rate, let me just start by saying I am not for violence or killing of anybody, period, right? Oh, Alicia says she gifted 2 books. Okay, I'm gonna come right back to that, niece. So I really am not for violence against any community, okay? But here's what I want to say to you. I've been seeing a lot of messages and posts across social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, where folk are calling for Black people to stand up for Asian folk, Asian Americans or Asian folk that are being killed, that are being brutalized, because in the past year, hate crimes against Asian people, especially in New York City, has been on the rise, right? NBC tweeted something about Black folks, you know, Black folks need to be in solidarity, you know, this, that, and the third. But here's what I want to say. And again, I'm going to say this again because there's always a girl in the GED section that wants to misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm for anybody getting killed, but I want to say this. Where are Asian folks when black folks, unarmed black folks, are getting killed? Damn that. We ain't got to start with that. Let's go back to every day. Let's just go back to every day in any given hood in the USA where Asian folk own restaurants or nail shops or beauty supply stores. And they just nasty to black folks. Listen, the last time I was home in Maryland, those of you that are on my Patreon, you saw when I walked into a Chinese food restaurant and the guy, it was an Asian guy. I don't know if he was Chinese, if he was Korean. I don't know where the hell he was from, but he was Asian. I went into the place and I said, hello. And he was so disrespectful. And that has been an ongoing thing in communities of color where they have a lack of respect for black people. There was a young black girl. I can't remember her name right now. She was killed in California. I know one of my people. Did I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressive dreamers? I think I did. I know one of my smart people are going to remember this, but I think her name was Rakia Boyd. Am I right? She was in California and she was in one of those Asian grocery stores and the woman shot her and killed her, shot her in her head and killed her. She was buying orange juice or milk or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Come on now. I need y'all to talk to me now. Do y'all remember that? And so when I was in Maryland, yes, I turned and left. I don't play that. And so I went in and I said, hello, you know, da, 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 and I just so happened to be recording for my Patreon. And I remember he was just so nasty. And my dad said, well, I said, no, we're getting out of here. I said, that's not how you speak to me. I'm a customer. Like, that's not how you speak to me. So what I'm saying to you guys is, while I'm not for Asian folk getting killed, absolutely not. I'm not for anybody getting killed. But when this country is asking black people to stand up for a community of people, for a culture that has completely disrespected us, that's completely ignored us, that's been, they lack a certain amount of social skills oftentimes, when we are the ones that are the backbone to their businesses. I don't care if it's an Asian restaurant. I don't care if it's a beauty supply store. Like, we are their primary customer. And oftentimes you will tolerate that disrespect from them because perhaps they're the only store in your community, perhaps because it's convenient. I don't know what it is, but I've been saying for a very long time, and I said this particularly when this situation happened in New York. I don't know, some of you saw this viral video where it was a black family. It was a girl and her mom, I believe, and they got into a fight with the Asian women in the store. They got into a fight with them. Like, this stuff happens all the time, and you know they're rude. And I'm not saying all, so don't go emailing me, don't go DMing me. You know what I'm talking about. You picking up what I'm putting down. So don't be cherry picking what I'm talking about. Do not message me. I'm not any critical thinker. Any critical thinker knows that I'm not saying every single Asian person. Just like any critical thinker understands that I'm not talking about all white people when I say white supremacy in this country, which you all are coming up next, white people. Have a seat. We coming to y'all next. But they're just utterly rude oftentimes when we go into their businesses. And I'm asking you guys to stop tolerating it. And so back to my original point, it's not our responsibility to stand up for Asian folk. I see, and if you posted about it, then great, wonderful for you that you stand in support of Asian folks. Fine. But what I'm saying is, I noticed that there were so many black people posting no Asian hate and da da da. But where were they when Breonna Taylor was killed? Trayvon Martin. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the little handful of white people that came out after George Floyd was killed. Where were they when Sandra Bland was killed? I don't see them posting on their social media. You know, see, that's the thing about us black folks. We love to be the savior for everybody, and ain't nobody checking for us. So when I tell you guys I'm not against anybody. I'm just for us. I'm just for us. So, and then moving on to this guy who actually did the killing. Come on, Bill Cosby. Carlton got this sweater. I always call it Bill Cosby. But when it comes to the guy who killed him, I don't know if you guys saw the I don't know if he was the spokesperson for the police department. And he went on the news and said something about the white guy had a bad day. And you know what? Oh, thank you, Cameron Howard. I'm sorry. I meant to say thank you for that, for the super chat. But he went on the news and said, oh, he had a bad day. You know, white folks know they love to make excuses for other white folks. I'm gonna say that again because I think somebody missed it. White folks love to make excuses for other white folks. And then when they really started to dig deep into this cop's social media and his history, right? They found some things that he posted on his social media when he was blaming China for the coronavirus. Now, first of all, if you are in public office, whether you're a fireman, a policeman, whether you're a government official, whether you're in Congress, listen, you're not supposed to post about that kind of stuff. You're not supposed to post about that kind of stuff. And so they dug into his history. Now, not only does he need to be fired, but what I believe they need to do is to dig into all of his previous investigations and do an audit. They need to do an audit of every case that he has touched, because surely there is some implicit bias there where he has issues with with Asian folk, right? Moreover, the media does an amazing job of smoothing over white terrorism, because that's what it is. It's white terrorism. They are domestic terrorists. I don't care what you say. Now, white folks love to say Muslims, all Muslims are terrorists. They love to these Middle Easterns. They love to say all of this kind of stuff, right? But whenever a white person goes off and does some foolishness like this, they want, oh, he had a bad day. Oh, he had mental issues. Bitch, what? Wait. It just never ceases to amaze me how white people will excuse such barbaric behavior. It never ceases to amaze me. It truly doesn't. And you know, I tweeted something the other day. If you're on Twitter, my Twitter is yes, it's Craig. YESITSCRAIG. Yes, it's Craig. And I tweeted the other day. Let me tell you what I said. Let me just find it so I can tell you exactly what I said. And you know, white folks really should be ashamed. Here it is. I said, white folks, y'all need to do better. Shaking my head. Y'all killing black folks, now Asian folks. Y'all don't like nobody. The level of hate from white folks is shameful. It's reached an all-time high. Y'all are something. Now, here's the thing. White folks need to hope and pray that black folks, Asian folk, Hispanic folk don't come together like Voltron and form an alliance. White folks, they better hope that we don't come together, because, I mean, it's like they have just terrorized every community of color, every community of color. And it's just absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. And so I was I started watching that documentary. You know, that documentary, Kathy, have a seat, niece. We in here talking. She talking about Craig. She in here yelling. Kathy, have a seat. Here's the thing. I started watching that documentary. It's called, it's the one about the college scandal. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's on Netflix. It's about the college scandal. I'm trying to look over on Netflix now real quick to get the name of it. But you know what I'm talking about. What's that documentary called? because there was a couple things that I want to point out to you guys if you haven't watched it already. And even if you have watched it, it's called the college scandal or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, with all those white folks in Hollywood, they were paying for their kids to get into these Ivy League schools. College admission scandal. Thank you, Tiffany. That's what it's called. So it's on Netflix and it is trending. It's like number 6 on Netflix this week, right? I only got through about 30 minutes of it, but when I tell you what I saw was very good. And I'm going to tell you what, I had a few epiphanal moments. Let me tell you the first one that I had. I was watching it. Remember when I said to you guys the other night on this live, and I said racism isn't just about being called a nigger or being brutal towards people of color, like violent, that kind of thing. It's also about excluding people from privilege, removing people from access to certain things, whether it's better housing, better education, better grocery stores. That's what racism is. It's at the foundation, right? So I was watching this documentary and I noticed that every single person involved in that college admission scandal was white. Now, stay with me now. I need you to pick up what I'm putting down. I need you, don't get lost in what I'm about to say. The fact that there were only black people, they never whispered to anybody black and said, well, listen, this is what we got going on over here. Come on, you get your kid over here in Harvard, or get your kid over here in Stanford. I'm not saying that it was right, but what I'm saying is they didn't even want black folks to even get in on the scandal. Do you hear what I'm telling you? They didn't even let black folks get in on the scandal. They excluded black folks even from the scandal. That's the first epiphany that I had. The second epiphany that I had was that white folks try to pretend to be so blithely unaware that they want privilege. They want to pretend that they're not entitled, right? Now, they did all that fighting and cussing and carrying on about affirmative action. Remember, affirmative action was a big deal? And they felt like they didn't think that black people should get an unfair advantage. Now, first of all, we weren't getting an unfair advantage. Black folks were giving an opportunity to have a seat at the table because we were otherwise left out, right? Now, my second epiphany is, now, white folks, you are already privileged. You already are privileged. You've already inherited money from generations past that was basically earned on the backs of black people. And now you want to pay for your mediocre, subpar, underachieving children to get into an Ivy League. Now, where do they do that at? So it wasn't enough that you already lived this privileged life that you didn't earn. But now you want to be able to pay for your children to have access. And so the fact that you already know that they are light years ahead in terms of economics, in terms of black people and other people of color, but now you want to ensure by paying for their education. Like the nerve, just the nerve. Thank you, Marlon Bab. Like, the unmitigated goal. Like, I don't understand it. And then when I think about the Michelle Obamas and the Barack Obamas, whose parents didn't have the money to pay for them to get through the door, who probably rode through on scholarship, they got there on their own merit. But then white folks are quick to say, black folks need to stop waiting for a handout. Bitch, are you serious right now? Your mediocre ass kids didn't even deserve to be there. And so as I was watching this documentary, it was a whole system in place. It was a whole system. And this is what I talk about, when people talk about systems of racism, you have the police department, you have the criminal justice system, but now you have the education system. Because we already know that our kids go to elementary schools that are underserved, right? So that's a form of racism as well. But then you're talking about the faculty at these colleges and universities that were in collusion. They showed the athletic director at this particular college. It was a white woman. This bitch was getting $20,000 a month just to slide these kids in. So and I want you to go watch it. It's called College Admission Scandal. It's on Netflix. I want you to watch it because I want you to see how precise and how exact they are and how conniving they can be. And so I was watching it, and some of these children were getting athletic scholarships, and they didn't even play sports. So they got in as an athlete, but they weren't even expected to be on a team when they got to the campus. These kids were getting admitted into the college before they even filled out the application. You ain't picking up what I'm putting down. They hadn't even filled out an application. But then the other part of it is, I feel like the institution should be at fault as well. Should be penalized and punished as well, because the fact that you're allowing people to buy admission, because one of the girls that was on there, her dad was trying to write $1 million check for her to get into the school, and they basically told him that $1 million was not enough to ensure that she would be admitted. Wait. What? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why I say we always have to you always have to think critically. You always have to think critically. And this is why I say to you guys all of the time, this is why your health is important. Your health, your overall health, because you got to be ready for the revolution. And see, you can't be thinking on your toes if you got that pig feet on your belly. You got that heavy smothered pork chop, and you ready to go to sleep soon as you eat. Soon as you eat, you ready to lay down. No, we need you to have your energy up. We need you to have your energy up. So we need you to eat really light. We need you to eat really light, really healthy. So when it's time to run and stuff, you're able to run and do what you got to do. But you can't do that if you eat all those processed foods. Oh my God, you can't do that if you eat all these processed foods. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Let me just say this, because we got 15 minutes, and I got to gift my girl Alicia's books. Okay, so she's donating 2 books. All right, so I want to gift these 2. Oh, let me say this real quick, because somebody just said no meat and no dairy. Speaking of dairy, now, of course, you guys know I'm okay if you guys decide to choose to eat meat. That's fine. My thing is just do it in proportions. Do it, regulate it. But as far as that dairy goes, I think I was telling you guys on my Patreon that I've been cheating in the past probably month with my diet. I don't even like to call it a diet, because this is just the way that I eat. But I've been eating dairy quite a bit, because the restaurant that I told you about where they don't have a liquor license yet, and so the alcohol is free. Well, they got this lobster mac and cheese, and they got chunks of lobster in it, and they got like this smoked Gouda cheese in it. So I done cheated a couple times, baby. When I tell you I can feel that phlegm in my throat, I told Carlton the other day, I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to get off of this. So I got back on my celery juice. So we started our celery juice. I started yesterday. And so that celery juice helps remove the inflammation and all that mucus in your body. Like, you feel that phlegm and stuff in your throat. So I'm like, okay, I got to get off of this. So anyway, in addition to that, one of you DM'd me on Instagram and said, Craig, because I posted my glass of celery juice on my Instagram story. And somebody DM'd me and said, listen, I took your advice. I started taking the celery juice, and it cleared up my acid reflux. That's one of the things that's on the back of the celery juice books. That's one of the things that it works with. So listen, if you have problems with acid reflux, you better get on some celery juice, and don't be complaining about you don't like the taste of it and this, that, and the third. Drink it and shut up. But anyway, we got 2 books to gift. That lobster mac and cheese be hitting. Good God Almighty. But yeah, I had to let it go though. I said, okay, enough. All right, so I have 2 books to gift. I would like to gift those books to someone who has no books. And then let me say this too. We're actually going to be live tonight after the T.S. Madison experience, okay? We're going to be live at 11:15. The show goes off at 11. We'll be live at 11:15. I understand some of you are working folk and you may have to look at Tara. She didn't came in here late time. I'll scooch over. Niece, just stand by the door. We're about to leave. But we're going to be on at 11:15. But, you know, it'll be on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch it tomorrow or another day, you can. What was I about to tell you guys? Oh, I need to gift these books. Who needs a book? Oh, Jenny Boom said, I don't have any of your books. Jenny Boom. Okay. Email me at you can go to booktherewriter@gmail.com or you just go straight to craigthewriterstewart.com and send me your shipping address. All right. Jenny Boom is 1. I got 1 more. Okay. Latoya Gould said, I don't have a 1. Okay. So those are the 2 books that I have. All right. So those 2, Jenny Boom and Latoya, please send me your real name if those aren't your real names with a physical address, not a P.O. box, because they don't ship. FedEx will not deliver to a P.O. box. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you guys for the cash apps. Let me say thank you for those because, you know, the people love to try to say you ungrateful. Let me go over here and say this real quick before I go. And those of you that are on Patreon, I got a little video that I'm going to upload for you tonight. Thank you, Jennifer Griffin, for the Cash App, and Marcellus and Mary Peoples. Thank you very much. You guys have an amazing night. Hope I gave you some food for thought. And then when you get a chance, please watch that documentary on Netflix. It's called The College Admission Scandal. I only saw about 30 minutes of it, but it got my juices turning, whatever it did. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be live on my Patreon at 9 o'clock, I believe. But I'll let you know during the day. Tomorrow, I'll be live on my Patreon discussing tonight's episode, and I'll be taking your questions. So if you're on the Patreon, I will see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. If you're not, this is how you join. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and I'm inviting you to join my Patreon. Don't know what a Patreon is? It's my official video diary with only exclusive content that you won't see anyplace else. It's easy to join. Just visit patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. Here's what you'll find on my Patreon. A day in my life, whether that's dinner with friends or a typical workday. Live Q&As with members of my Patreon about each episode of the T.S. Madison experience and what I was really thinking. I'll even bring you on vacation with me. The video will make you think that you were right there. And last but not least, for all of my aspiring writers, I give you firsthand, one-on-one, personalized attention, answering all of your questions about publishing and self-publishing. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Swipe up or visit www.patreon.com/Craig the Writer Stewart. I'll see you soon. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Craig the Writer. Do it now.